Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So we want to welcome somebody very special in our community, and he's the face behind a lot of the beautiful art you've seen around the Coastal Bend. Please welcome Jeremy Flores. Thank you for joining us.
How are you doing today?
Wonderful, and we're so excited to have you. I have been admiring your work for a very long time, and I've met you a couple of occasions, but now I really get to sit down and drill you.
Yes, for sure. Most definitely, right?
So we're really excited. So first of all, give us a little introduction about yourself, who you are. Are you local?
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Corpus. My name's Jeremy, and I paint murals. I paint a lot of murals out here, all over, but Corpus is like the main place I like to paint. You know?
Okay, and tell me, what got you started in art? Is this something you did as a child? Did you have family members who are artists?
I have family members that are artists. My grandpa and his brothers, they used to paint cars out here.
Nice.
You know? So
like the fancy lowrider ones?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah.
So
that's
I barely found out about that, not even that long ago.
Oh.
You know, my grandpa was telling me about that, and I was like, man, that's cool.
Interesting. So it was in your blood, but you didn't even realize it.
I didn't even realize it. But I've always been drawing, and I've always been it's like doing graffiti whenever I was younger and stuff like that.
Not real graffiti, just graffiti like in his notepad, guys.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Wink, wink. That's awesome. And so you mentioned
it developed into painting on canvases and then seeing, I went to Houston one time whenever, and I think it was 2013, and I had seen these people painting with spray paint, huge large scale murals, and I was like, they finished it in a couple of days, and I was just so amazed, man, and I would come back here and I would just always be start looking on the internet with it, and that opened up my brain, you know, whenever I seen that, I was like, oh man,
absolutely.
That's something cool, you know?
Yeah, so it started at a young age, you're doodling, you're trying graffiti. Now you talk about graffiti and spray paint. Is that your favorite medium of art to do?
Yes, ma'am. Everything that I've painted right now in Corpus is all with spray paint.
Really?
Like the Corpus Christi, the Greetings to Corpus Christi mural, all spray paint.
Well, let's talk about a few that you're responsible for. So you did the Greetings from Corpus Christi, which is located...
It's located on the Richline building, Josh Richline's building.
Downtown?
Downtown.
Yes, a lot of work downtown. And what else can we recognize for our viewers?
I painted, I painted at the AT&T store in Moore Plaza, actually.
Really?
It's in the back, so no one really sees it, but that's one of my favorite ones.
Nice. Well, if you're there spending an hour waiting for someone to fix your phone, you've got some art to admire. And that too is spray paint?
That's all spray paint, yes, for sure.
Very cool. And then there's that studio downtown with
Studio 44.
You guys saw this go viral on Facebook with the hummingbird. That is breathtaking.
There's so much meaning in that one.
And tell me about it.
Me and my friend Helson had painted that. My friend Ware one from Houston, and hummingbirds. You see them, they go and get nectar from flowers, take to other flowers and stuff like that. So what I did is that mural, it represents anybody that's in their family or in their city that's doing anything to bring back to their community, you know? And if you look real deep into the picture, it's the hummingbird's getting close to the flower, but his heart is opening and getting drawn to the flower. And if you look in the flower, there's little hands that are trying to grab it. So there's so much meaning in these pieces that, one day me and Dorian are working on a little mini doc right now to kind of explain people what's the behind the scenes.
Yeah, you need to do little Jeremy Flores art tour or something. Hook up in
I think there's so many people right now in Corpus that are doing art. I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
As an artist, you realize there's usually much more to it than meets the eye. That's why people go to art shows and stand there and stare at them for so long. But I got emotional thinking about it because you really put more heart and soul into it than meets the eye, and it's already such a beautiful piece of art. And then your latest one is downtown, a new restaurant that's opening called Dokyo.
Yes.
With a D. Tell me about that one.
Kil Lee, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy.
Kil Lee is the owner?
He is the owner.
Okay.
He reached out to me and he was like, man, I want to get something painted. I'm not exactly sure what I want to get painted. So I came out there, I took a picture of his wall, and we just did a rendering, and the painting came out exactly like the rendering. So
what's a rendering? Like a preview of what you want?
Like a preview of what we're gonna do, and that's kind of how I'll kind of show my clients. So I feel like a lot of the people right now, they get confused with art because it's hard to explain them exactly what you're gonna paint on there. You just kind of painting them a picture in their head. But I started getting to the point where I paint and draw exactly what's on the wall, and then I'll produce that exact thing. So it's kind of like, it's simple. It's like a simple process now, kind of like getting your oil change or something, you know?
Yes, because everybody wants a preview, and although they have
gotta
no idea
see
what
it.
art is, they're like, I don't know about those pink flowers. Can we make them more blush colored?
Yeah, exactly, for sure. And over the time of painting murals for like companies and businesses, I've learned that like, you just show them exactly what you're gonna paint, because you don't want them to come and be like, let's change this, and you know, so it's been a blessing to be able to learn the process and then deliver it to my customers and our clients and have them happy, you know.
Absolutely.
That's like the main goal.
And there's a video going around too of that particular one where it looks like interactive and you have lights and things sort of moving along with it.
We had actually brought some guys out from Spain, the graph mapping guys, and it's crazy because those guys are like, the only people that get them is like EDC Korea, and like they just did some NASCAR stuff for NASCAR last week. So whenever I call them and I'm like, hey, can y'all come out here? They're like, where is this city at? I'm like, it's Corpus. They're like, I know these guys from Miami. So they're like, oh, this is where you're from. This is what you're trying to bring to the city. I'm like, yeah, like come out here. They're like, all right. So I got their tickets and we got everything going for them. And they love the city. Like they hit me up when was it? A week after they had went back, and they're like, man, we showed people the city and stuff like that. And Corpus is, you know, it's beautiful.
Yes,
you know,
it
and
is.
people in Spain never knew that.
Tell me about this art. Is this here local as well?
This is actually in Austin. That's on the side of a convenience store.
Oh, wow.
That's a couple of guys had invited us out there to Austin, so we did like a Django piece. And, so it was that was a fun one. That was just one day. That was like from the morning.
No way.
And then to
you did that whole thing in one day?
Well, there's 3 different artists on there.
Okay,
But from like in the morning, like around like 10 o'clock to about like before the sun went down, we had finished that one just for fun, and it's cool because we actually got what is it? Painting a school out there in Austin from that project.
Very cool. More projects, and this one is local.
This one is actually in Miami.
Oh, really? I've seen something like this downtown.
Yeah, I painted that one last year for the Miami Art Basel.
Amazing. So people are actually having you come to them because they're so grateful for your art. And
yes, ma'am. It's a blessing. I'm definitely grateful, you know, for sure, for everything.
And what are we looking at here? We're just doing a little art show.
That's from, I had done that for Commissioner Jag. That's in Bishop, actually. And that's for like the Veterans Memorial. It's an amazing place that they had put together. And that painting was super fun. Jag is an amazing, amazing commissioner for Corpus.
I mean, the detail that you're able to, and that's with spray paint.
All spray paint, yeah.
That's incredible. And this guy.
That's the first painting that I done. That's the first painting that I did downtown. It's the first one.
Awesome, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now, were you sort of discouraged coming into a big project? I think a lot of people's biggest obstacle in life is the fear of overcoming something, of pursuing their dreams. So these are huge and beautiful.
Yes,
what are we looking at here?
That's actually in Barbara Canales' house. I painted that one. Painted that one for her. That one was a really fun project. Her and her family are absolutely amazing, very supportive, awesome people in the community. I just love to work with anybody and everybody in the community, so this is a great project.
That's absolutely stunning. I wish y'all could see our staff behind the scenes because everybody's like mind blown and oohing and awing at the photos. All right, let's see what we have next. Oh, there it is, the Corpus Christi.
That one was fun.
Very cool, and so much detail. So same thing with this. When you're doing a big project, you render it first. You kind of predetermine what you're going to put up there.
Render it first, and then we'll kind of bring, and then because they have to see what they're going to get. You know, you never want to have like a client that's not happy with the outcome.
Exactly.
You know, so.
And where is this one again?
This one is at Josh Richland's building. It's right there, here downtown.
Yes, behind, is it Mesquite Street?
Yes. Yeah, it's right there.
So if you go all the way down Mesquite Street before you get to that interesting little crossroad of the freeway, you can see this one to your left. It's an awesome spot to go get that Instagram pic.
I get tagged so many times.
I bet you
like
do.
graduation starts coming around. My Instagram's going crazy from that picture.
I bet. And I mean, how does this all make you feel? This is a huge accomplishment. Some people spend their entire lives wishing that they could create murals and things that are this significant in a place like the Coastal Bend. How does it make you feel to see that when you're driving around?
I'm just so grateful. Like I said, there's so many people that are producing art here in Corpus right now, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. I'm grateful to see that in my city, and like if there's a couple of kids that see what I seen in Houston and Corpus at a little bit younger age, my job is like completely in full circle. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And so before we go, we got to go to a break. Tell me what advice you do have for those out there watching that this is their dream.
Just do what you love and be yourself, because nobody's going to do that for you.
I love it. Well, thank you, Jeremy Flores. Now you
so
know the
much.
face behind all that beautiful art in downtown Corpus Christi and all around the country. So we want to thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And
you so
anytime
much
you
for
paint
inviting.
something new, please send it to us, and maybe we can have you tag up our next
Hello.
coastal living background. That would be awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to go to a break, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back on Coastal Living.